The atmosphere is heavy with expectation and anticipation, and bearing the weight of that burden today is a place we know very well indeed. It's Albert Park. The story of the season begins here then with the Australian Grand Prix, and it's time for the first chapter to be written. We go racing today then in the state of Victoria, where the drivers have 16 corners and 3.3 miles to navigate at an average lap speed of around 120 miles an hour. The close proximity of the barriers makes accidents inevitable, and recent history shows us that a safety car is not at all out of the question. I'm joined today in the commentary box, as I will be throughout this season, by a great racing driver, former F1 competitor, man who was world champion once upon a time as well, and an all-round top chap. It's the one and only Anthony Davidson. And tell me, here we are, first Grand Prix of the season, the first time racing these cars. So what are the big questions that need to be answered here, in your view?
First of all, Crofty, and thanks for the glowing introduction, I just want to say it's a real privilege to be here, and I can't wait to see what this competitive field has in store for us this season. Now, to answer your question, obviously there's the question of performance in race trim, but really this is going to be all about reliability. It's the first Grand Prix of the season, don't forget. You're pushing all your new components to their limits. Formula One cars are full of very sophisticated but also very sensitive technology. So the most important thing today is to get to the end of the race, keep everything in good condition and try to stay out of trouble while you're at it.
We can do a lot better than this. Come on.
So before the off, let's remind ourselves of yesterday's qualifying session with a look at the starting grid. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday, and he starts from pole position. And starting alongside him P2 is Sebastian Vettel. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Rosberg, Hamilton, Jenson Buttons, Ricciardo, Massa, Bottas and Daniel Kvyat, Grosjean, Alonso, Nico Hülkenberg and Gutierrez, Wehrlein, Ericsson, Carlos Sainz and Kevin Magnussen, Haryanto and Palmer, Felipe Nasser. And with preparations almost complete, let's head down to the track. win then for the Mercedes team today. And I have to wonder, Anthony Davidson, just what set them apart from the competition here.
Well, I think the track conditions just really suited their car today. Wind, track temperature, you name it. These cars come alive when the tyres are just at the right temperature. So the better your race tends to go. And that's exactly what happened. Their car just looks so comfortable out there.
Well, I'm thoroughly exhausted after the excitement of that race, but I'm sure it's nothing compared to our drivers here. They've worked hard to make it up there, and it's great to see them make their way out onto the podium. And after this round of the World Championship, here's how things look in the Drivers' Table. Nico Rosberg takes over the lead of the Drivers' Championship after that excellent result. Moving on to the driver of the day then. Anthony Davidson, who would you go for?
I'm going for someone who really punched above their weight here today, and that's Felipe Nasser. He was fantastically quick through the whole Grand Prix.
And now let's take a look at the constructors' standings. Mercedes moved to the top of the table. Well, what a weekend that has been. Please join us next time for another thrilling instalment of this Formula One season.